Hi, my name is Devishi Dumpala, and here I'm with Ravinder Gudimella. Ravi Uncle is the founder of Aikya Band. Ravi Uncle, what even is Aikya Band?
Hi, Tavishi. I'm super excited to let everyone know what is Aikya band. Basically, we started Aikya432hz's band 2 years ago. This was a request that came from a good friend of mine, Ravi Tupurani, who himself is a singer and a active member in the community. And based off his encouragement, I have started this band called Aikya432hz. And boy, last 2 years we have done like several concerts. We have talent coming from not only from Dallas but in and around Dallas who got an opportunity to perform in our band. As you know, you are also a member of the band.
Yes.
We did a lot of concerts, and we have few more coming up that we are actually, if you see the board over here, we are doing a lot of preparation for an upcoming event.
So, how does joining Aikya Band look? There's many artists in the community that don't really have a way of showing their art. So, how can they get into communication and into joining Aikya?
Good question, Tavishi. Now, till date, it was mostly a word of mouth and through the common groups that we have formed, where we requested people to come and join. We have artists who are coming from various age groups, various backgrounds, and various different languages. Our goal is to make every artist a true performer. We in Aikya have invested in state-of-art technology, audio, video, and live streaming equipment which would help them to take it to the next level. We also have senior members in the band who help them, get that cutting edge, where we train them, mentor them, and help them, in all different facets of preparation to performing, all the length and breadth of the entire thing. And it's mostly, as you know, a lot of fun.
Yes.
You develop friendships, and the kids, they dance, they sing, and the networking that they have. So it's more than performing as a band. It's mostly a congregating point of making a lot of friends.
Yes. You mentioned that there's various different age groups, and so obviously with age comes experience. So how do you deal with the different levels of experiences?
That's a good question. Especially we look at a artist who comes and joins not based off of his age. Now, to make an artist as a true performer, there are few things that they might need. They might be very good at their core classical music, but don't know the nuances of performing various different genres, like film, light music, fusion. So we do have full-time artists and performers who would come in, help and guide them. And this is all free. We don't charge anything for joining the band. This is all part of giving back to the community. And our goal is every artist should be able to get an opportunity to perform at least once or twice a month, so that they can get the desired recognition, reward in the community. So that is our goal behind.
Yes. And you also mentioned language barriers. So how do you choose which type of genre of music you will be presenting, or how do you work around those barriers?
Now, every request that comes in, they have a set of guidelines per se. Say for example, we have a private event where they would like to have a set genre songs. Now there is some other point where the congregation is about, a family event, or if it is about a association like Nats, Tana, Taco, they would specifically tell us like, what kind of genre they are looking for, what kind of songs. That is when we, as you see here, we prepare these songs. We do the categorization. We look at, what we call as the pulse of the audience. We add some nuances in between. During that process, we also give the artist the opportunity to own the song, meaning they can add their nuances into the song so that it would look wonderful for the audience. So our goal is mainly to entertain the audience with our talent and make them happy. And many of the people who attend our concerts, they do come back and say, hey, is there any way we can join, or is there any way our kids can join? So we are not only performing, but we are also attracting more new talent to Aikya.
Yes. Aikya is not only just a band, right? It also has this production part. So
Yes.
Can you please elaborate on that aspect of Aikya?
Wonderful. This is some part where not a lot of people know what we do. We do productions. Till now, I think we did around 4 productions. 4 have been like mega hits, and these range from a complete arrangement of professional audio recording, digital masterization. We have a full set of crew with cinematographers, lights, videography, and we take it like full length and breadth, where we cover the entire item that we choose end to end, and we take it like really serious. And Tavishi, you were part of I think one of the songs that we did, Repalia.
Yes.
And it has received like a huge response from the community, where a lot of people got influenced and they reached out and they said they would like to do something identical. So we do a lot of productions, yes, and then we also help the community by doing live streaming. We have state-of-art PTZ cameras, audio, video equipment, where one of the organization that we support is GEMS. GEMS, where we are going to talk about it very soon, but it is a non-profit organization promoting girls' education, music, health, and social services. We are a partner, for them, for all their production needs, and we do it for free for that organization. Not only for GEMS, any other organization, based on our volunteer availability, we go and then do that service for them.
Yeah. So Uncle, I'm actually very curious. Aikya is just not Aikya, it's Aikya432hz, right?
Yes.
So what is the 432hz?
Now this has been a question for a lot of people. They have been like very curious. Now what does this 432 hertz means? So 432 hertz is a divine frequency. It's a harmonics, and they says it promotes calmness, peace, and very pleasant feeling. And there is more to it. I would like to encourage people to Google and find out more about what does really 432 hertz means. Interesting subject over there.
Yes, that is very interesting. About going back to Aikya, like the whole band aspect, what are the benefits that an artist can get by joining the band?
So now a connection to the previous question of like who can join and what age groups and what are the real benefits and what is the secret behind starting this band itself. I have seen great talent that has not got an opportunity. So my goal is to bring that talent forward in the community, give them a platform, an opportunity to showcase what they have. Now the benefits of joining the band is, as I told you before, connections, networking, a lot of friends, and then you get to create your own music. As you have seen some of the modifications that we did to the songs.
Yes.
So your creativity enhances, and then you know how to synchronous singing and instruments. The artists that are so supportive, all the senior artists in our group, they encourage the artists, and then they ensure they are they fit into the beat, the rhythm. And we have seen a lot of artists who have hidden talents who came, and they were able to explore. So this is a great opportunity to come, congregate, and learn and give back. Now, one of the biggest benefit I have seen is some of the artists who performed for Aikya, now they are doing some paid gigs.
Yes.
Now, people may ask, is Aikya into paid gigs? Not right now, but we do have offers coming in. But for paid gigs, we want to ensure that we deliver a flawless performance.
Yes.
So the journey for us is to make artists, top-notch artists who can blend and be able to deliver paid gigs. So imagine Aikya is the nest right now, where all the eggs are hatching. That some of them are developing their wings, and we have seen some of the members from our group have already started doing paid gigs. So that's the benefit. And one last thing I want to add is the true reason behind doing the Aikya band, forming the Aikya band, is back to basics. Some of these songs, like as you mentioned, like how do we pick songs? Some of the songs are so complicated. Unless you do have very strong background in classical music, you may not be able to deliver those genres. So many of the artists who came and tried those songs, now they have taken music very serious. They're going back and say, hey, you know what? I don't know that raga. I didn't know that nuances. And they're asking their teachers to teach them, and then they are becoming good at their core subject. So one of the, I would say, secret agenda, in my opinion, is, bring them in, make them the best, and then, back to basics. That's one of the things.
Yeah. So is like learning or knowing Carnatic music a requirement to join Aikya, or is there any requirements?
Not necessarily. Learning any form of classical music, Carnatic, Hindustani, Western classical, would definitely make your journey shorter. Meaning, when we pick some of the songs of various genres, it would make, your learning curve, very less. You would be able to immediately gel in. And there are also opportunities where you can mentor others who are, getting there. So as you see, we have some kids who are 7, 8 years old who have joined our band. So with your experience and expertise, it really helps them to mentor and help them come do at least few songs. So that is the definitely, having a classical background would definitely help, but not a, what I would say is, it's not like mandatory, at least at this point of time, but highly recommended to have a classical music background.
Okay. As maybe some musician does not have a background in Carnatic music, is there any way for them to learn through Aikya, or is that a different?
Aikya at this point of time is not into teaching and training. Now, GEMS Academy of Music does teach flute, vocal, and violin. That is again Carnatic, but Aikya does not currently have the bandwidth to do the mentoring or training, but it can definitely help if you have like a basic understanding and a minimal background. We'll be able to take you from there and then help you, learn some of these like peppy.
So as you mentioned, there's multiple age groups, different like people with age group, like different ages, responsibilities, like high school students, adults, they have their work. So how, like, what is the commitment that you are expecting from an artist that wants to join?
Yeah, this has been a big challenge for Aikya band. Now, as I jokingly say that, there are fair chances of me getting a time slot from a VIP, but the kids over here, it's going to be extremely difficult to, get their time. But I do understand that part. But Aikya would definitely expect a minimum commitment if they are into a show, because our goal is, like as you have seen here, we have plenty of songs on our plate. We are building our song database. By this end of this year, we are looking around 150 songs in our database from various languages, various genres, classical, semi-classical, fusion, qawwali, old melodies, you name it, we have all of those. So the thing is, it is also a subject. You need to take it very serious. If you have committed for a show, we expect that first thing is you practice your pieces at home. You cannot come and practice here because you're going to slow down the entire team. That is one. Second thing is ensure that your allocated times, you're coming in, and then what I would say is 3 essential things that any band member should have. One is, if they're committed, they need to make sure they practice. 2, they have to be on time so that they can respect the time of other artists. Third is learning basic audio, because it is going to be a big thing. They need to, we would definitely help them, but we also encourage all the artists to know the basics of audio, and some of the things that we have no other band has, so we are mentoring those. So if these 3 are there, then we are going to take them to really next level.
Yeah, no, I definitely understand. Commitment, dedication, they're very essential to building a strong band. But life does happen. There are some circumstances where members can't show up to an event. So what do you do in those circumstances? Let's say an artist doesn't show up on the day of the event. How do you work around those kind of challenges?
Actually, this reminds me of an event where we were called in to do a fundraiser banquet concert, and one of the key artists who had very good numbers, peppy numbers, was not able to show up. Now the way in which we prepare is, it's like a Roman army. So we are knitted so close together, and when we train, we have these numbers, we have the scales, we have the pitches, and then for everything, as you see here, we have the categorization. So we have multiple songs. So it's a pack of cards. So if something is not there, we put another song in there, and then we run the show. The show should not stop. The show goes on, but we do have contingency plans. We have learned it the hard way, but we are mastering. We are not a professional. See, the advantage of Aikya is we are not a pro band. The minute we become a pro band, the opportunities will become very less for upcoming artists. So Aikya is, if I have to sum it up, a nest where we ensure everyone can come, learn, perform it. When we perform, it is not a paid gig. So first thing that takes out the pain out of the equation, the stress out of the equation, it is more of fun, without the artists knowing they are becoming performers. Every artist who comes, does at least 5 or 6 shows, they will become a performer. And some of the senior mentors over here, they ensure they walk the walk with them, and after 6 or 7 shows, they themselves will become mentors. So that is the beauty of the entire arrangement of Aikya.
Yes, I can definitely say, as being a member of Aikya for so long, I have not only gained so much more musical experience, knowledge. Aikya has become my family, and it truly means everything to me, as we have literally learned so much from this band, and I'm so grateful to be part of it.
Awesome. Maybe let me ask you some questions. So when we are preparing for an event, we make some hard decisions.
Yes.
And we have seen sometimes some artists, the entire piece gets cuts off, and we have seen where we have to make some hard decisions. So you have been the other side where you have seen this closely.
Yeah.
So how do the band members feel about it, and what are some of the challenges? Me being the conductor of the band is different, but you as a member of the band and a mentor, how did you feel some of those situations, and how would you guys interact as band members?
Yes. So obviously those situations are very tricky to address, and understanding other people's viewpoints is actually very critical when coming to those decisions.
Mm-hmm.
As a member, yes, I understand what needs to be made to make the show run on. However, just making sure that every member has a part in the show, or I feel like even just practicing with other people, we just learn each other's songs with the amount of repetitions we go through.
Mm-hmm.
But still just ensuring that everyone has their part and is really contributing to the band as a whole, and making sure everyone's voice is heard, not just 1, 2, or maybe 3 people. I think, that's very important.
Wonderful. So if I told you from my perspective, right? So you have done multiple shows for Aikya, starting from the day one when we formed the band to date. What were some of the best takeaways that you have got?
Obviously, the knowledge is everything. I've learned so much being part of this band, from how to change Western notes to Carnatic notes, and transcribing notes, and learning more ragas, just being more connected into the music aspect of this whole world, and just connecting, meeting new people. Like I said, Aikya is my family. I've met so many people from there, and now they've become my best friends, and I'm so glad. Yeah.
Awesome. And this is a journey, and we as part of Aikya band, myself, Gayatri auntie, our goal is to see you taking it forward, like the group members, where you would just say, uncle, we would like to perform here, and then you just tell me what you need. And then, as you have seen here, we have like equipment, we have mixers, multiple mixers, microphones, and then in-ear monitors, speakers, you name it, we have it. So our goal is, you make a lot of those connections, and then enjoy music, enjoy life. So that's in a nutshell what Aikya is about.
I keep mentioning so much musical knowledge, but I've also gained so much audio, video knowledge too.
Yes.
Just performing, when we're practicing, we use the in-ear monitors. To be honest, I didn't even know those existed until I joined here. And all the different connections, how much work audio and video engineers go through, and just, setting up all the mics, and what really goes behind putting a show on. There is a lot of background work, a lot of things that most people won't see. So, yeah.
Absolutely. And sometimes the show is only half an hour, but the audio arrangement is more than hour and a half. So yes, definitely, as the team members learn, we are also bringing in some of the best audio video engineers to help the kids learn all of it. So not only you will sing, but when you go, you sing, you ensure your audio is like state of art.
Wow, Aikya really does seem like such a great community to be a part of.
Mhm.
And yes, I do have so many more questions, and I will ask all my other band members for their questions too. Viewers, please also comment any questions that you might have. And Ravi Uncle, thank you for your time. As
Thank you so
always, it
much.
has been a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, and we'll meet in the next episode. Thank you.
Thank you.